Hello and welcome again to another video, and in today's video we have some legendary battle from Komviper using Ferrothorn. He's like, do you think Ferrothorn needs a buff? Well, we're about to see. Ferrothorn now learns lots of moves. It learns Bullet Seed, Power Whip, Mirror Shot, Thunder, Flash Cannon. And next season, they are buffing Metal Claw, so it might become a Steel attacker instead of being a Grass Pokemon with a Steel subtyping. So next season, it will be a Steel Pokemon with a Grass Charge move. So without further ado, let's just go and watch these battles, and then we will judge. We are running a Clodsire in the lead as an anti-Lantern teams. I'm assuming anti-Annihilate, anti-Lickitung, and here is Lickitung first game. Okay, so in this matchup, this is like a very dominant matchup for the Clodsire actually, because we're doing stab damage, they are doing non-stab damage. That's literally the main reason, and both Pokemons are just extremely bulky. The good thing is that I think it's like our damage does enough damage to KO, their damage doesn't do enough damage to KO. What does that mean? Like an EQ plus 2 Stone Edges is like perfect to KO. Well, like they need to keep throwing body slams and lick, which doesn't add up a lot, because think of this thing as a Bastiodon and you will know the difference. Like this is with like you're seeing a problem because you don't do stab damage. We instantly throw here because we can't risk over farming. This matchup is going, we'll get very close. Like look at this, we have so much health, and now we see a Gligar in this swap, and I think we just aggressive, like we just instantly throw. We don't even need to over farm. This matchup is very dominant for the Gator, especially if you are non-shadow and they are the shadow, because we can tank their energy much better than they can tank our energy, because our energy is super effective, and it's a Hydro Cannon, a Community Day move. Back in the days when Community Day moves used to be busted, now we get stuff like like a Wild Charge Ponyta. The good old days, we used to have OP charge moves. We used to have a good Community Day every Community Day. Now we get only 1 or 2 good Community Days in the entire year. That's it. Like Gudra Community Day was like a trash one. Like Gudra's good, don't get me wrong, but it was supposed to get like a better move. Opponent has an Irebe, and to be honest, this is like just a great matchup because they can't even overfarm, they have to insta-throw. Now we are in a kind of a tough situation, but remember that we have decent health on Claude, and I think the best way is actually to go and just force them to throw the Night Slash. They can't throw the Night Slash, it doesn't KO. Maybe we were trying to catch, but the catch failed. But to be honest, they will be in Stone Edge range. And for them to win this matchup, they have to keep farming, but they are in range of getting hit, like KO'd by 1 hit from the Power Whip, and that was perfect damage to take it out. Next game, this matchup is actually like the Mud Shot is double resisted, but the Stone Edges, 2 of it, I think KOs. I think 2 KOs. I remember like 2 on the Altaria, but Mandibuzz is bulkier than Altaria. We see like timing here is you throw on 1 or 4 or 7, so we see like perfectly timing there. Well, 2 do not KO. So what's the play here? Well, we will see. Maybe just wait for the opponent to make a mistake, and they do make a mistake. They bring in a Quagsire. Well, usually they have double Mud Boys, right? So that's why they swapped. Ferro here over farming by a lot, and we can throw on 3, which is the perfect timing. Timing here as a 3-turn against 2 is 1-3-5. Opponent is shielding for no reason. We could literally like still live this. We could like just to throw like never mind, they threw Stone Edge. I don't know why. If you're a Quag, you just keep throwing the other move, so you can outspam. I don't know why they shielded. Maybe they just wanted double shield here. But remember that we can always shield once here. Yeah, we can just always do that. I actually don't even think we do need to shield. Like we can just go to the Gator. So I think the best play is like maybe don't shield, kill it. And yeah, opponent was able to swap, so we kind of in like an awkward situation, but it's not as awkward as you may think. We're just gonna do 1 then throw. I think we get a 1-turn switch, so you have to do 2 then throw because we swapped. So the timing here is actually you do 2 then throw because you get a 1-turn swap. So if you get a 1-turn swap plus 1, that's a 3, that's alignment, okay? So you do 2 then throw. We see like perfect overfarm here on the Clodsire, and this does take out the Mandibuzz. We have enough farm to almost KO the Quagsire. The Quagsire I think is 1 Mud Shot away, or they have the move. They have a Whiscash. I don't know why they like the opponent should just bring in the Quag, because now they just took so much energy for no reason. We can swap and snipe at one point, but I don't think we want to do that. Like, we can just go throw this and then go Ferrothorn, force them to throw, or we can even just go and try to catch, right? Because, I mean, we don't even need to catch. We can literally just farm them down, and the opponent just realized that this game is unwinnable. This gadget is just too big and too good and too strong. Clodsire into Annihilate. Very good game. Here you actually need a Stone Edge and an EQ, so you always EQ first. They need 2 Shadow Balls, not do enough damage. So we're going for the bait. This is a very greedy bait, assuming that it's not that far from the EQ, but that was a good bait now, okay? A greedy bait is a good bait if they shield it. We're going to shield this, because technically it does a lot. But maybe it's like unnecessary shield. But hey, if they shield your bait, you shield their nuke, you're in a much better situation. What's the play now? Well, we do live the Shadow Ball, and I think we can just honestly just farm down. There is sometimes some Skarmory with this thing. There is sometimes a hard counter to the Gator, because that's how it's supposed to work, right? So that's why I wouldn't swap. So if they have an Annihilate in the lead, don't swap in Gator, okay? They are supposed to have a Gator answer. It's a Spark Lantern, so it's not like technically a bad matchup for the Clodsire. But actually, we don't need to shield this. Like, our Ferrothorn will like just get lots of energy here. So we're gonna wait the switch clock. Go Ferrothorn. And they have a Dugong. I think we're in a very good situation. So you throw before they throw the icy one. That's how you're supposed to play it. Just like Komviper here doing these amazing plays. We don't need to shield the first like that. Why we don't shield the first? Because we don't need to. We don't have to, right? So we see like here, the timing was ideal. Storage does lots of damage, and I think they still have to throw because this thing is very tanky. Yep. This thing is very tanky. You can't try to do that. Now they have to shield, and I think we are close to a move if we don't already have the move. Clodsire pulling the Kamehameha and then throwing the nuke, taking out the Dugong. Opponent is still like confused. They only have one Pokemon, but like they don't know what to do. I think they closed the app. And Clodsire getting to the EQ with 1 HP. Clodsire is looking at the lanterns like, look in my eyes. Okay, now throwing the EQ, but he has to do the Kamehameha. Okay, he's still taking his time, nuking the lantern, taking it out, and winning the game without even revealing the Ferrothorn. The lag did something there, but that's not a lag. That's the opponent literally closing the app. Moving into the next game, we're picking up an amazing lead. As I said, in this matchup, you're supposed to EQ and double Stone Edge, because 2 EQs do not KO. 2 EQs used to actually KO before the EQ nerf, but after the EQ nerf, you have to double Stone Edge. If you are a G-Fisk, you have to double EQ and then Rock Slide. But maybe G-Fisk will be back to the meta next season with the buff to Metal Claw, because Metal Claw is supposed to be a busted move. Opponent throwing here, that was good timing by the opponent actually. Maybe they have Hyper Beam. Why they are over farming? Oh my dude, don't throw this. Just keep throwing body slams. You don't need to do that, opponent. Maybe opponent knows something we don't, so let's see. I'm sure they have the move. We do live the body slam. Okay, so if you go to the power whip, you actually have a better situation. And now we just swap, and it is a Mandibuzz. This matchup is just tough. I think you just let them throw and then you do forward and throw. So let's see how Komviper is going to play this game. Aerial Ace, that was an actual great call, but they do have a Spark Lantern. An ideal scenario would be like getting 2 crunch debuffs and then farming them all the way down. So let's see what's gonna happen, and we need to grab a shield. This is too healthy still, so we might do need to shield that. Unless it's a Surf, that was a good call. Now, we actually need to get them to shield this, because them saving the shields... Okay, we didn't get any... Yeah, we didn't get any debuff. That's just sad. So what's the play now? Well, the play now, you have to farm all the way down, and then you need to land the Thunder and bait, and then catch a move. So... are we gonna get all of these stuff? I think that would be extremely difficult, okay? So opponent now think that they actually caught a move. Okay, they shield, never mind. We're gonna build up again and then throw the Thunder. That was a CMP. It doesn't matter whether it's a CMP or not, but this Thunder does a respectable amount of damage, okay? So we're gonna shield. We still have to catch, by the way. We still have to catch. That was an aerial ace. Ooh. They insta-throw. Okay, this is a foul play. That's weird. They don't actually run Dark Pulse. We're going for the bait. We actually do need this bait. Opponent shielding the bait. Now, I think this does KO. Hey, is Komviper going to win this game? I think he does. Look at that. Amazing. Who thought Ferrothorn, a grass Pokemon, lose to Flyers and Amandabuzz? That was a nice overfarm on the Lantern. Okay, we're picking up a lead that is... No, not a good lead. Okay, because I was about to say, like, we have to see which fast move does it have. Throwing great timing here. The Gator here is non-shadow. By the way, I do recommend using non-shadow Gator. I know I use the shadow, but that doesn't mean it's better, okay? I prefer the shadow because it does more damage overall, but the non-shadow is much better in this swap. So, why Crunch over Ice Beam? The answer is Lantern, okay? If you see Lantern, you run Crunch. If you see Dugong, you also run Crunch. They throw the aerial ace here. We do live that, and we get the DRE. I think it's DRE, right? Let's see. If we die, that means it's a DRE. No, that wasn't a DRE. That was a game mechanic. So, now the Mandibuzz is kind of loaded. Usually people do run stuff like anti-quacks in the back, so I'm interested to see what's the anti-quack thing they have in the back. We overfarmed here a lot, but they ended up getting to a charge move. Maybe we can still overfarm, do like 3. Yeah, the 4th is unnecessary, but hey, it's energy. Now this is where they bring in the Lantern. I think we can just EQ it, or no, just to swap out. And okay, I think Ferrothorn is about to cook. Who said Ferrothorn needs a buff, guys? I've been always seeing this Ferrothorn cooking these opponents. Look at that. Wigglytuff has nothing to do. It's like trying to charm down. Ferrothorn's like, no, no, no. Let me whip this Wiggles and send them back to their trainer. But Power Whip number 2 getting a shield. Okay, we're getting a sneak here. Shielding the Icy Wind. And now we can overfarm slightly more. I think we can do 2 above. But all we need to do is just, honestly, just... See, this is like perfect synergy between me and Komviper. Like, whatever I say, it seems like he's doing. And now we just swap to finish the game with the Clodsire. Clodsire is like, no, you thought you're gonna counter the whale? No, you're a fish. I'm a whale. Okay. It's not a whale, but it looks like a whale. Okay. It looks like a whale that lives in the mud. Now someone's like, no, yeah, actually, this is not a whale or a mud. This is some blah 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 that lives in the north desert, and it's always feed on instincts that live in the mud, stuff like that. I feel like my chat is the most knowledgeable chat in the entire world. Doesn't matter what I say, they will always correct me, and I do appreciate that. I do appreciate spreading positivity and good knowledge. Okay, there is technically no bad knowledge, but yeah, you know what I mean, chat. We swapped to Gator into a Whiscash. This is a good matchup for the Gator, but the thing is, since they are in the lead, they get to deny us, and we see a Tentacruel as a counter swap. This matchup is not the greatest, but to be honest, if you get a Crunch debuff, it will be the greatest. And we get the Crunch debuff, we're going straight for the second Crunch. This second Crunch almost does KO. Let's see what the opponent do. Of course they will shield. Of course they will shield. Now what's the play? Well, the play, you go Clodsire and you shut them down and you shield the second maybe. So let's see. Okay, opponent throwing Scald. That Scald did so much damage. Ouch. Wait, did they actually build for it? I don't think they did. Okay, they did. Never mind. I wasn't counting. It felt like that was too fast. Okay, they bring in a Skarmory. Skarmory is doing Steel Wing. Steel Wing is resisted. But we have an electric move. Okay? That get a shield, and now we keep over farming. We have to wait until they throw. We're shielding the first move, and they are still outside thunder range, but we still need 2 moves to KO it. So we're gonna throw this, and let's see how much of this damage. Can this thunder take them out? I doubt that. Okay, I mean that's lots of damage. Okay, remember that everything they have takes super effective from Ferrothorn. So we shield here, And we can't overfarm by a lot, but we have to overfarm though. Okay, I do love this play. Do 2, and then wait to see the fast move, and then throw. So we are 1 fast move ahead of whatever they have. So we're gonna do 2, 3, and then throw. Okay, never mind. They get to the move. They get to the move technically before us, so they still die to 1. Okay, we saw the fast move, and then we insta throw. Dude, the discipline here and this player is like insane. Like, he's waiting for the fast move. He see the fast move, then he throw. He doesn't let them catch. If they try to catch, he's like, okay, I did not see a fast move. I keep over farming. Learn these plays, guys. Learn these plays. Opponents safe swapping a Gudra. We don't have a Gudra answer. So what do? Well, we have to share the damage. Okay. So we don't shield the Aqua Tail, so maybe we're just gonna go straight for the EQ, and then our Ferrothorn doesn't have a steal move, so technically it's a bad matchup. Opponent also shielding here, which is actually tough. Komviper was trying to catch, but it was a good timing by them. We still have to throw this, and to be honest, if we can catch maybe on Ferro, the problem with catching on Ferro is like we still have no way to damage this thing. We have to shield. I think we have to shield, unless we're counting and this is an Aqua Tail. Yeah, that was a Thunder Punch. I'm like, I am sure that's something we need to shield. They have a Water Gun, so this matchup isn't as bad, but I think it's still bad. Can we get a... Dude, Komviper doesn't get Crunch debuff, man. Like, I'm like, we've never seen a Crunch debuff so far. If we get a Crunch debuff, like, life would have been like 10 times easier. Now this they take us out, and now all we need to do is just to farm them all the way down, then pray that our energy will go somewhere useful. We don't shield this. We're still going to go for the full farm down. I think they die with a move. No, never mind, they get it on 1 HP. Classic rank 1 IVs. They swap into the Gudra. This doesn't KO. I do believe that we can do like 2 more. Or we can just take it out as well. This does take out. Okay. What does the opponent have? Yo, it's a Whiscash. You guys want to bet? It's a Whiscash or a Clodsire. Just wait. Oh, never mind. It's Guzzlord. How do we win this? There is no way. Yeah. Yeah, this is a tough game. Like, Guzzlord is just too big for this Ferrothorn to beat. And now we shield. Maybe they try to catch, and then there is no way we win this, right? Yeah, there's no way. I'm like, why is not top lefting? Because usually whenever Komviper doesn't top left, he end up winning the game by some miracle, okay? So that's why I'm like, why he's not top left? There is no way he wins this game. Okay, moving into the next one, we have Clodsire and Lantern. We have to see the fast move. Okay, never mind, they swapped out. This team kind of struggle against Gudra. And we're gonna see like an amazing catch. I love this catch. This catch is amazing because this thing is technically dead into the Lantern, right? And now the opponent kind of need to let this go because they want to get their Lantern some usage. Because if Lantern doesn't get some usage, there is nothing the Lantern will be able to do. I actually like this shield. I love this shield. So why would we shield it? Because if it's a Thunder Punch, you can outpace. And an amazing overfarm as well. And remember, they swapped out, which means it's a Spark. What does that mean? That doesn't mean anything. We're literally gonna put that thing on the Ferrothorn. So Ferrothorn here is going to be aligned against the fish and Lantern. That Lantern is about to be shut down once and for all because Lantern will never see the light after this season. Opponent doing like some amazing catches, catching on a Guzzlord. Technically, this is not a bad catch for Komviper because now they are in double Stone Edge range. I would say a Stone Edge and an EQ, but I could be wrong. So let's just throw Stone Edge, okay? That grab a shield, never mind. Komviper baits are always on point. If they crunch debuff, that will be bad for us. Okay, they didn't get the debuff, they crunch, it gets the shield. So this is technically the best case scenario for Komviper. This Stone Edge will do that much. Okay, it did 1 HP. We're going straight for the EQ, and I think this EQ will do lots of damage. Guzzlord technically isn't tanky. It has lots of HP, but it doesn't have defense, so the bulk doesn't add up. Opponent here bringing in a Pokemon Lantern, insta throwing. doesn't do whatever. Ferrothorn here is proving that he is going to be a king next season, and Lantern is going to be sent back to the Professor and to make some lights, because that's the only thing that Lantern will ever be able to do. Lantern next season will have Surf, that's nerfed, Spark, that is nerfed, Thunderbolt, that is a bad move, and Water Gun. So you left out with Water Gun, so technically it's going to be like a horrible version of Clodsire. I was playing Shackbiff, oh my, Shackbiff is running, I know his team, he's gonna swap Feraligatr. So this team is technically a hard counter to the Charger Bug team I posted, so he sent me like a message. He said like, oh, I'm running an anti-Yasser team. I didn't know what he means by that. Now I see Shackbiff is someone who is also a member of the community. He's also in the Discord. Feel free, you guys, to join. And now he's like, now I see it. Okay, I'm like, Clodsire doesn't beat Lantern. I thought he's like, as an anti-Yasser team, he meant an anti-Lantern Double Dragon. It's the Charger Bug, Azu, and Feraligatr. So, sorry, my friend Shackbiff. He's running a hard counter team to that team, so you don't have a play. There is an Azu in the back. The Azu will be stuck against the Feraligatr, and it's actually not a bad matchup for the Gator. And remember that Clodsire isn't even a bad matchup into the Azu. Now he's just gonna go to the Clod. We see an Azu swap, and we see a Gator counter swap. And this matchup is just going to be like straight Hydro Cannons. Technically, he doesn't need to win this, but he might be able to, since it's a non-shadow, like call a bait here. I would bait, to be honest, because it's kind of like the only play, but it doesn't matter. Like the Azu is not going through the Gator. I don't think this played off KOs, but yeah, it's not even close. It KOs the shadow here, so that's why I say the non-shadow is actually better. Okay, never mind. Shackbiff has a play. He's pulling some tricks here. Okay, how do we beat the Clodsire now? Bro, this Clodsire is full HP, and Azu doesn't have any energy. Xscissor doesn't do that much damage, and yeah, our friend Shackbiff top left leave the game, and I think this is the last battle, so thank you so... Oh, never mind. Why the video is too long? Oh, maybe because I had it on 1x speed? No, it's actually 2x speed. Okay, moving into the last battle, we have a Clodsire Mir. This is a Nightmare Mir because the EQ is super effective. Stone Edge does 1 damage because it's resisted. We see like we shield the EQ. Going straight Rocks bait. Oh my, that bait did no damage. So what's the play now? Well, we still outpace because we went for the bait. If I am the opponent, I would shield here. Yeah, we're in a horrible situation now. I think we just go Gator and pray, or like catch an EQ on Ferro. We still outpace. This EQ isn't gonna do that much. Oh, my opponent double shield. There is no point of actually staying in here other than then forcing them to throw the energy, and they are almost in a Hydro Cannon range, so we're gonna no shield here and then go to, I think you go Gator, but if they have energy you have to go Ferro. That was good timing by them. They throw an EQ here, so they had 3 from before. I think we're gonna do 3 then throw. I don't think the Power Whip KOs though. That's why I prefer more to go to our Gator. Okay, let's see what's gonna happen. We have to swap out now, and I think they should... Wait, they don't have a Gator answer? Who doesn't? You're running Clodsire, you need a Gator answer. Like, here we have a Ferrothorn, a Gator Nightmare. An opponent here doesn't have a Gator answer. I think they deserve this punishment, to be honest. Like, you can't. This is illegal. You cannot be weak to Gator. Gator is technically the best Pokemon. This matchup went from being so good into being so bad suddenly for the opponent. Because, like, they called the bait, and then they just double dipped on shielding tankiest Pokemon and leaving their squishy Pokemons without shield. So now Gator is about to sweep the entire team. Like, look at this. Hydro Cannon here is about to hit them for like half of their health, and then the second Hydro will finish them. Gator taking down 3 Pokemons that just expected from the Alligator. Thank you so much, Komviper, for sending us these amazing battles, and thank you so much everyone for watching. This is the end of the video. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like. If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.